What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another reaction. If you're new to the channel, this is my brother Jimmy, and I am Mike, and we are J.A.M Reactions. And if you watched our Gets Microsoft Word reaction we dropped yesterday, if you haven't watched it, go check that out.
Go check that one out.
We promised we were getting to another UK reaction today, and I said it was my favorite. Mike Righteous. Obviously, he dropped a new album, and we are dropping into his new track, Darkness. Darkness and I Love You were pretty much
neck and neck. But Darkness was originally requested before because I Love You came after. So we were like, all right, we're going to go with Darkness. Also, huge shout out to Mike and his girl. We're glad that you guys are doing much better.
Yes.
Recovering. Got that whole thing situated. It was sad that he started a GoFundMe and people gave him hell for it. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
You get help for everything you do nowadays.
She needed to be emergency flown back, possibly. Yeah. Luckily, that didn't have to happen. But there was all these things going on, and some people questioned why he would need a go. I was like, you got to be kidding me. So we're glad.
Independent artists. They ain't raking in the dough. I mean, I'm not saying the dude's broke, but I mean, come on.
So, but anyways, Mike, we're glad that you guys are doing well and recovering, and nothing. You know, it was something that you guys could both heal and recover from.
Yes. So on that note, no more talk from us. Let's jump into this.
Darkness, hold me. My nightmares won't go to sleep. I dive into the cold sea. I try to swim, but don't breathe.
Damn, this is a whole new side of Mike Righteous that I don't know we've heard.
I like the singing he's doing this.
So do I. Like, this really caught me off guard coming in, and I like the lyrics to it as well.
Damn, do I fuck with that line, like, his nightmares won't go to sleep.
Yep.
I think a lot of people can relate to that. Isn't it crazy? Like, you can be so damn tired, you can go all through the day, and the moment you want to lay your head down, that's when everything wants to fucking hit you. Oh, man.
If only I could meet the old me. I say, little bro, there's so much that you don't see. So many people around that you don't need. I'd reach out and tell them what they never told me. The people that you roll with ain't even your broskies. Just a bunch of leeches, they eat off you slowly. And no, I won't preach, proceed to roll deep. I know you keep your friends close, cause your family don't speak. But in reality, the man are just coke fiends that gradually grow weak and have casual nosebleeds. But hang with that whole team, cause yeah, they're scumbags. But in that bag of man, there's a handful of OGs. And meeting them will teach you to stand.
Oh, I love how he's talking about his past right now and the way he's doing it.
And like the way he would go back and like talk to himself if he could, which I think a lot of us like have had like that moment where you can go back and like you would have that talk with your younger self and like say, you know, and I like what he's saying there. It's not like true in all cases. There are some people that you grew up with that are tight with you, that are loyal to you and that are going to stay by your side, but there are people that are leeches and they're just hanging on to you for whatever reason.
Especially when you got talent like this.
Especially when you're on someone like these guys' level, like Mike's level, and any artist like this, you're definitely going to have more. But everybody in life, there's always someone hanging on to you for reasons that benefit them, where it's not, you know, a mutual thing. And so then, I like a lot. Like I said, this is a deep track so far.
And then him bringing up like his manager being a coke fiend, because I think I remember hearing a story like they got in a dispute because of money, because I think he was taking money from Mike because he was spending it on coke. So that
generally happens when you have that habit.
them man are just coke fiends that gradually grow weak and have casual nosebleeds, but hang with that whole team. Cause yeah, they're scumbags, but in that bag of man there's a handful of OGs. And meeting them will teach you to stand on your own feet. Cause you're the one person in life that won't leave. You're the one person in life that won't know. I know you're so broke, some evenings you don't eat. Not even some cold meat, it's scary with no heat. And keeping you cozy, no parents is so peak. I tell them keep scheming and dreaming with no sleep. And just be prepared to tear up the whole scene. Yeah. And don't worry when there's an OP, believe it or not, right now I'm wearing a rollie, ay. And young G, no need to smoke weed, you'll take your first toke.
This is one thing I'll say about how we always say, like, oh, if we could go back and talk to our young selves. But at the end of the day, like, no, we don't really need to do that. Or we want to, because at the end of the day, that's what made us who we are. Like, especially if you came through the other side. Because you know how he's sitting here saying, like, oh, I'll go and tell him, like, you'll get through it. And he did do it. Yeah. Like, he doesn't have to tell himself that because he knew it. Even though he didn't know it then, he's doing it. Like, just like you're doing it now. Like,
but like I did, like also like when he did that whole like Coke line, the manager Coke line,
yeah,
like a bag full of like OGs, like
yeah, you'll find, because that's what I'm talking. That's what made me think of it, because you'll find a bag full of OGs like that will show you the way, and you learn that all you had to do is rely on yourself. So I mean, at the end of the day, I love the vibe of it, but that always bothers me too when people are like, oh, if I go talk to my old self, like you gone through it. Like that's what makes.
Yeah, but like I said, I think everybody like has that moment. Like,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, but that makes me think. Like, I have it. I'm not saying I don't have it, but I tell myself.
Yeah, he's definitely come out like he made it.
Yes.
Just be prepared to tear up the whole scene. Yeah. And don't worry when there's an OP, believe it or not. Right now I'm wearing a rollie, ay. And young G, no need to smoke weed. You'll take your first toke, your face will go green. Swear I know you better than I could ever know me. I rollers you better than you could ever roll G. Don't even try it. Every week I'll be buying the OZ, supplying the O Street. You're Braxton, don't be so naive, so sweet and so innocent for someone that came from a bloodline so militant. Siblings don't give a shit, they own their own businesses. Nobody wants to get old and told that they show ignorance, so say no thanks and yes please. Tell them life's a game, you're only the chess piece. Hold up your head, bro, you know that it gets peak when it does pick up the pen and flow like an MC. Oh, yes. Oh, man. My night won't go sleep. I'll dive to the cold sea. I'll try swear, but don't breathe. Cause you're the boy and I'm the man, and that hairline don't hold up, enjoy it while you can. I know you think about the future and go guarantee, nothing's guaranteed. A wise man won't worry over the choice he doesn't have, and that's the only thing we can accept. None of us are getting our money back when we're dead. Just be the best you for when you have a family. I know you're scared of having kids cause all the shit you had to see. It just had to be to invent the man you see, and be a better man than your daddy could ever be.
Damn, I can relate to that line so much, like scared of having kids. Because of like what you like done, like the choices you made, like scared to like see what they're gonna be. I mean, I think like a lot of like.
But I also think he meant like what he saw in his family life.
Yeah, well,
like,
yeah, like
his family life was so dysfunctional. Like he had to see that. Could he not breed that same? Like, could he be a father that didn't breed that same dysfunction?
Like energy, like
Yeah, and I also look, man, that bloodline
Ooh.
line. He had pretty much saying like that's what happens when you come from a weak bloodline. That's the most disrespectful thing.
Well, and the life
is
a game, like like the whole chess piece line that he had, like too. I love that line. Like,
this is a dope track.
Yeah, this is like I said. I mean, the UK fam never lets
from
us
the
down
chorus. The hook is great. To how he's leading on.
The chorus caught me off guard.
The storytelling he's doing in this. This is Mike Righteous at his best.
Back when we're dead, just be the best you for when you have a family. I know you're scared of having kids cause all the shit you had to see. It just had to be to invent the man you see, and be a better man than your daddy could ever be. And then you'll understand why your daddy had to leave. Cause when plan A fails, man go back to B. Back to the agony, as savage as the pain. Hand in the kitchen knife to stop him slashing up his veins. Break the shackles and the chains, carry on the same for the charge she's carrying, so we can carry on your name. I know you want a family, but you're married to the game. Couple women in your way that you cannot save. And when that train passes, give the hand a wave. No, nothing matters when you're hanging around the ends. Banging with your man, them hanging around your friends. But your sister got with Woody boy and found him hanging, now he's dead. Now he's just ashes and you got him hanging around your neck. Yeah. And he'll never be forgotten, heart as heavy as the coffin. If I can meet the old me, would I even get the acknowledgement when he's the one responsible for the knowledge I wanna give? I probably wanna kiss you. Give a little smile, say sorry I wasn't with her. You survived the suicide and wrote a cycle for your sister. Now roll a spliff and put in all the pressure that you pent up in the Bristler and then blow it out the window like a winner. Time is something that you cannot redeem. So go and be with your family, G. Even if you're having beef, you can't live amicably. Yeah, your family.
Yes. Time is something you cannot redeem.
Yep.
And I love where he's saying there too, where he's like, a lot of artists and, you know, just people in career, like people that are very career driven. They're made, like, you know, people wonder why they're
married
single, or why they're
career.
divorced a lot, or they get divorced a lot, or they go through relationship to relationship because they're married to their career. They grind so hard at their job that they neglect the people in their life.
Yep.
So that's what he said, like, you know, you can't be married when you're married to the game.
I knew a lot of guys like that back on the road when I traveled too. It was like the same way. I mean, we spent like anywhere from 30 to 35 weeks on the road, and I was single at the time. A lot of the guys that I traveled with, they were all married and had kids, and a lot of them ended up divorced. I mean, I was on the road for close to 10 years, and by the end of that 10 years, I would say a good like 15 to 20 like friends that I had on the road, they were divorced.
Yeah.
I mean, their wives just couldn't take it anymore.
No.
That's a ton of time away from your family and your kids. And you're just trying to earn, you know, the bread to keep everything rolling. It's a tough, like, so I can see from an artist side why it would be so difficult. I saw it in my profession for close to a decade.
Yeah.
Bristler and then blow it out the window like a winner. Time is something that you cannot redeem. So go and be with your family, G. Even if you're having beef, you can't live amicably. Yeah, your family's mean, but they don't know what family means. So we can't even have a gathering, most of family beef. No, family meals where the whole family eats. So if you have a plan to get this family back on his feet, it's through them bars that you drop. That fire that is fed from the scars that you got. Be the star on the top of your family tree. The anger inside of you is bad for the cheat. I know you handle your shit because it happened to me.
Alright, that whole part where he's like talking to himself,
Yeah.
like handle everything, like bring the family back together, get the family dinners like going, like be the one, like
Yeah.
to.
And I love that whole, like, telling himself, like, anger is just damage to the chi, like, it's damage to your heart, like, and coming from two guys that can have tempers. Like, I know
you guys don't see it like.
I know you think he's big and lovable all the time. I see the guy, like, the guy on the right, he's so lovable. He said, well, let me tell you, guy on the right, when he gets mad,
Not
he ain't so
so
damn lovable. I'll tell you that. I promise you. I promise you.
I try to stay lovable.
Yes.
But if I get pissed off, yeah, most of that, I do love that. Like, some of the comments I see, like, I feel like he's just a big teddy bear. I'm like,
Sometimes, yes.
for the most part, I
He
try to
can
stay
be.
that way. But if I'm poked, then it's not so teddy-ish.
But yeah, man, I'm fucking with this track.
This is a good one.
Top of your family tree. The anger inside of you is bad for the cheat. I know you handle your shit because it happened to me.
So that was all his album and all that. So yeah, definitely gonna be getting into more of
and
this.
I even love like the video to this too. It was very simplistic, but it matched like the song. Like even like just like the little like subtle things they did, like when he was like singing like you know, like the melody there, like the breath coming out like it's cold.
Yeah.
Like just like little things like that. I like what they did with the video. Like I said, there wasn't much to it, but it really did fit the track as well.
Yeah, and I remember first listening to Mike's Fire in the Boost because that's how we got introduced to him. That's how we got introduced to
I still go back.
If you guys remember our like previous channel before everything happened, before we had to make a new one, we had a shit ton of Fire in the Boost. If you looked at our channel, I think we had probably the most Fire in the Boost you could probably find in an American reaction channel. I'm not trying to claim it, but I'm pretty confident in it.
Yeah, we had a good
chunk. And this is how we found it.
There's at least like 30 to 40 that I can remember on the original channel.
And I'm always curious with guys that like kill it in a freestyle. Like there are plenty of guys that can kill in a freestyle like that, but they struggle putting a track together because it is different. To put like a great hook together and a track and the verses. It's a different science. It really is. And Mike has blown me out of the water with what I expected for what he was going to do. His hooks are always on point. The way he storytells in the track, the way every verse connects. That's what a good track is, and not everybody can do that. Dude kills it.
Yeah. And I actually might be shooting our number high. That might have been like total like freestyles we had in there. But we did have a shit ton of Fire in the Boost.
Yeah, so we're so glad we jumped in this. I Love You's probably going to be the next track we get on to, we're going to react to off this album. We can't wait to jump onto that. If you're new to the channel, though, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Become part of the J.A.M family. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. And make sure you click on the bell so you know we're dropping content. Always fun hanging out with y'all.
Always is, fam.
J.A.M fam, out.